Hi, everyone. Monika, Dena, Huppertz here of Whole Heart Energy Healing. Waiting for my computer to boot up and show me that I am indeed live on Facebook. And I'm still awaiting. Hey, there I am. Good to see you all. I have some neat info to share, and I'm pretty excited about it, actually. A couple of things that are going on. So let's get right to it. Yesterday, I started a healing session, group healing session, that is meant to help people with their health and their wealth. And very excited about that. I've already had good reports, and it's only been one session so far, so it's a good thing, as Martha Stewart would say. And the second is the surprise. I've decided to extend that to animals as well. So I'm doing a separate I guess groups of healing sessions for humans and pets and animals, kind of a thing. Sorry that I'm distracted. I'm trying to get something, of course, up and on for you. And I don't know what it is, but my little computer does not work fast. And somebody raced behind me. Hey, come on. Come on. Come on, go that way. That's my boy. Good boy. Boy, did that ever scare me. Minnie, you okay? Is your brother after you again? Sammy, are you okay? We can hear you very well. You okay, guys? Yeah. You're not okay. All right. I hear you. I hear you. Anyways, so let me tell you a little bit about these two energy sessions and what they're about and how they are how they all work. So one of the things I did for 3 years was I did something called beaming healing. And beaming healing had to do with focusing energy, sources energy to a person for their betterment. And once a week, there was a good sized group of us that would get together, and we would beam, whether it was through our eyes or third eye or our heart or our intention, our whole being, to each other. And the idea was to focus on the topic that they wanted worked on. So sometimes it was health. So it could have been, you know, a sore knee, headaches. Somebody was having tooth problems. Another person was having, was it chest pain? There was something chest pain. It wasn't heart attack or anything like that, but there was something that was bothering her. And another person wanted to work on their wealth. Another person wanted to work on their relationship with their daughter. Another one on a relationship with their mom. And it was getting that our group was getting a little big, and we had so many people that we were intending their things that it just seemed too too large to deal with when we were trying to include everybody's single items. And so what we did was we reconfigured that to have one intention, and we beamed our heart energies to that. So sometimes it was for everybody in the group to experience greater health, greater wealth, better relationships. Sometimes it was for a part of the world that was experiencing trouble. So when there were some elections going on, political elections, that the right president get voted in, or the right prime minister, whoever it was, depending on where it was, if there was upheaval or negative things going on in the world, that peace would be found, better solutions could be had, and those especially really worked well because it was for a common good, and it had one focus versus a myriad of focuses. And the benefits that I saw people having were phenomenal. And then with COVID happening and so on, I found myself being quite taxed, and I needed to take a bit of a step back. And I took, for the first time in 3 years, I took a bit of a break, went on hiatus for a few months where I wasn't doing that. And I found that that was less taxing on my body and so on. But I missed being of service to people in that way. Fast forward, I worked on putting together a package of various various intentions for people to have beamed towards them. But I made it too complex, and when people would ask, they didn't know which ones to choose. They had a lot of desires, but then they felt the price point was too high. And even though I allowed extra people in so that the price would be divvied amongst all the people, it was still then more, it came back to, it was confusing. They didn't know which ones to do, and. So what I did was I made it health and wealth, and I just called it health and wealth booster shots. And I already have a bunch of people signed up for that. It's $14 for a month of service, 3 times a week. So you can get anywhere between 12 and 15 sessions sent your way for $14. Like, really, that's $1 a session of healing energy work. $1. I can't get much cheaper than that. There needs to be an exchange of money or something, and I chose the money versus the something. Well, last night, after having done that beaming, and people were already telling me, yes, they're already feeling it. Somebody felt uplifted. Somebody felt that they had clearer thoughts. The idea that I have behind this is to send out a healing so that the body has greater flexibility, greater strength. The mind is positively affected. The emotions are evened out. Not that you can't have up and down, but that there isn't those extremes. And it's the extremes that can be very difficult for our systems to handle. It also included having healthier choices in your life. So whether that was being around happier people, eating better food, considered to be better for you, whatever it is. So that was the health part. And then the other part was wealth and happiness. And so I see people's, bank balances increasing. They're having greater opportunities for advancement at work. I see them having literally checks come in the mail for them, or maybe now it's e-transfers. So all of these things so that the person's energy field gets inundated with that. And it felt really good. I have a prayer that I share at the beginning and at the end. And this is all done my time, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, for however long it takes. People don't go to a live session of any kind. I'm not taping this. I just have it so that my people are listed. I know that for this week and the next 4 or 5 weeks, however it worked out, I'll be transmitting for those people. So last night, I got the hit that I needed to include animals. So that was the big surprise. I will now include animals. To me, my pets are my family. And for anybody that has any kind of pet, I'm sure you feel just as strongly about your pet as I do mine. Like I say, they're a family. And when I had little gerbils, that was family for me when I was a kid. I had goldfish. Some of them lived to be, was it 14 years, 17 years, a couple of them. Like they were with me a long time. That was family. I had cats and dogs. I know of people who have hamsters and guinea pigs and groundhogs. Not groundhogs. I meant to say, what's the ones with the little spikies on them? Hedgehogs. And people have other kinds of pets. Roosters, bunnies, ducks, goats, chickens, all sorts of pets that they would consider family. And to me, I thought that was a very important thing, that their health and well-being be looked after as well. So I've designed one for pets. And if you're like me, you have pets, you don't just have one. One's never enough, it seems. I personally now have 3 cats. We had 2 and then one adopted us. So that brought up to us being a family now of the three cats. And I love it. And I thought to help people's pets and look after their health and well-being, that was an important part. So I'm charging $9 a month for a pet, $18 for 2, and then $20 for as many pets as you have. All that live at the same address, because I need to be able to locate them energetically, make sure I've got the right pets. I'm not doing your neighbors and you've paid for it kind of a thing. So in that case, I look for the pet's address, their name and their species. And I thought that was a reasonable amount. I mean, if you had 15 pets, and you have a litter of puppies or kittens or snakes or whatever it is that you have, it adds up, right? If you're trying to get everybody on board and be looked after and have their health and well-being, their needs met. So I'm trusting that this will be of benefit to you. I am unfortunately not finished the write-up on the pets one on my website yet. It's coming yet. I do have where the pages for accepting payment are, and that's 90% done. I have one more little thingy to put in there yet, which I'll do tonight. Of course, I was trying to get it all done for today, and my little computer only allows so much to happen at once, and so it didn't allow me to get things done at the speed of light that I would like to have had it done. So anyways, that's all good. That won't take me long after tonight's session. But what I do is I do a special prayer where I connect to source, and I ask to be assisted. I ask to be fully present and able to clearly understand the guidance and the information coming my way. And I state that it's, pure intention that I be a receiver of the divine information, welcoming in the new awarenesses and learnings and healings received. And I ask for that to all be anchored into my clients, be they now animal or people, and that everybody reaps the rewards of the energy transmissions that take place in the quantum field. I visualize a beautiful healing energy coming in through me and being transmitted through my heart chakra to that group of people, and now a group of animals. I'll be trying that one Wednesday. That'll be my first transmission. They're on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then I have the visualizations that I see. People are improving. People are feeling healthier, happier, wealthier, enjoying their wealth. It not being taken away. They get to use it and have fun with it and enjoy having it, having less debt, having greater flexibility, that kind of a thing. And then for the pets, I see whether they be fur or fin, skin, or any other covering that your pets have, feathers, that they look healthy. Their eyes are bright and shiny, that their nails are strong, that their skin looks good and healthy. If they have fur, that their fur has a nice shiny coat to it, that they're not too skinny, and they're not so overweight that they can't enjoy life anymore. I want to see them healthy and their well-being looked after. And so this is the pictures that I have. And everything is coming their way. I see them benefiting from the transmissions that I do. And then at the end, I say several times a certain prayer that asks for the people's and now the animals' well-being. This will be 2 different transmissions because it's got 2 different, slightly different subjects, but still there's a different visualization I hold for people than I do for pets. And by that time, the energy I noticed just kind of closed down, and I disconnect from the people or the animals. They keep their energy. The energy keeps going to them and to the clients, and everything just goes along. So that is, to me, a big deal, a big deal. I am really, really pleased with that. And especially when I got the hit during a dream to make it for animals. And I certainly do love animals, doesn't matter what they are. And I look forward to being of service to people and their pets, however it is that that I can be of service to. The last thing that I want to share is about the, what did I call it? It's a money program. It's a money program. And I really thought about how can I help people do better? How can I help people enjoy their lives? And a lot of it had to do with money. And so what I did was looked at all the programs that I had to do with money, and I came up with something called ATMs. And the ATM stood for Accessing and Transforming Money Stories. Now, the thing is, money stories are the things that can definitely keep you limited. A lot of us have negative money stories. We've inherited some of them. We have brought them over from our past lives. We learned limiting money stories growing up. There is so much. People take vows of poverty from past lives. There's a lot of fear with having money because of being, let's say, killed or hurt or family bothered in past lives, or even present lives. I have a present life money story that was very frightening to me from when I was a child. And that affects a person. That affects a person quite down to the core, especially when it's in your childhood. And so I have 5 different sessions that I have that make up this whole money package. And we look at different parts and how each part uncovers more and more and more and more until we finally get to that point where we're going to go take a visit to your future self that has made it, that is doing the thing that you wish you were doing now, and that we get answers from that. This is through the Akashic field. We get answers from your future self. Your future self tells you, because you're going to be talking to your future self. I will teach you how to do that over the 5 sessions. We'll get closer and closer so that you are getting empowered to help you help yourself with your money stories. And we'll change the money stories into money realities. And that's the big deal, to go into the realms of possibilities that you can have for yourself. And you'll ask specific questions. I will be guiding you what to ask, what to look for, what to feel for as well. Because maybe when you've gone to a future self, you go, well, maybe that's not quite the one. Only look for the other one that is right for you. You want to line up with the one that is right, that feels congruent with you, or maybe just a little bit of a stretch outside your comfort zone, so that you can definitely make those changes. Keep doing what you're doing now often doesn't lead to the result that you want, because you'll keep getting what you've always got, kind of a thing. And there's a whole bunch of different people who have made quotes to that effect. So I'm very excited about that program, the ATMs. And I hope that this is the type of service that you are looking for. I'm very excited about all these programs. And that's about it. That's all I have to say. I'm going to be looking at finishing up those tonight. So the pet one tonight, and we'll do what we need to do so that you and your family pets and other animals that are in your care, that they're looked after. And that's what I would like. I know that I would have loved for something like this to have been around for me with my pets. My pets, of course, are going to be on that list, and I'll be sending them the good vibrations so that they can continue to be healthy and have good well-being, good dispositions, not bothering each other like they were just a moment ago. Brother and sister, sibling rivalry, right? True the world over, true the species over, apparently, too. Anyways, wishing you all a wonderful week. Monica Dena Huppertz of Whole Heart Energy. Wishing you health, wealth, prosperity, and of course, happiness. God bless y'all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.